It's my pleasure now to turn the podium over to Kevin Mwangi, Student Council President.
Am I allowed to bring this down? I know Lee's gonna make fun of me, just... Where you at? Where are you? That's why you're in the corner over there. All right. Good evening, Williston. Students, parents, faculty, staff. I'm honored to be standing up here right now, welcoming the faces of Williston back to our campus. My name is Kevin Mwangi, and for those of you which I haven't introduced myself to yet, I'm a 4-year Kenyan-American boarder from Massachusetts, your senior class president, and you guys know this well already, but I'm also a part-time rapper. As we begin the new school year, I want to share with you all the biggest lesson I've learned during my time here, and offer some words of encouragement, reflection, and wisdom to help us make the most of the upcoming year. Before I start, I want to say thank you to Physical Plant, Sage Dining, the housekeeping team, and all the staff who put in extra work behind the scenes to get today and every day running as smoothly as possible. You all are a really big help to this community, and we appreciate you. None of this would be possible without you. To the class of 2024, it's crazy that we're here already. Our last convocation. For us, this year is going to be full of lasts, with this convocation being the first last of our senior year. It's natural to be upset or sad, but I think once we realize something is limited, it really forces us to appreciate what we previously took for granted. It reminds us that knowing when something is coming to an end is a blessing that we're not always going to have in our lives. And with that, you start to cherish the little things you've done countless times before. That same breakfast omelet you ask Robin for every morning starts to taste a little more nutritious. And if you're really into it, maybe you'll even laugh at one or two of Mr. Doubleday's jokes, but I don't think that'll happen. Capture these moments. Store them somewhere, in your mind, in your phone, even in a little box. As we go into a big year, remember, it's the little things. And when the moment turns to a memory, appreciate the experience. So, seniors, this is the time for us to put our all into everything we do, because we don't have another chance to do it. As we begin the year, I ask you to do one thing. Show up. Practice the lip sync with your dorm, sign your team up for the 3v3 basketball tournament, and be there at the field, cheering on your classmates during their games. And it's not just us seniors. No matter which grade you're in, I want you to show up, embrace each moment, and cherish it, because it doesn't last forever. I finally got my permit last June, and I would jump at any... Come on, bro. I'm the youngest in the grade. Allow it. And I would jump at any opportunity to drive that came up in my house. Luckily, no one in my family likes driving, so I had a lot of opportunities to do so. I remember one day, I was driving with my mom, and we were stopped at a red light waiting to turn. My mom asked me why I didn't have my turn signal on, and I asked her, if everyone in this lane can only do one thing, why do I have to indicate that I'm turning? I haven't taken driving school yet, so I don't know the logistics of that. Amidst the long lecture that followed, my mom said one thing that stood out to me. It's how you communicate with others on the road, Kevin. This car cannot speak, so while you're in here, the blinkers are your voice. I never thought of it like that, but I did not want to be wrong. So I turned it on, looked her in the eyes and said, Mom, it ain't never that serious, come on. But as the summer continued, that sentence lingered in my mind. How could something have a voice without being able to speak? And if a car can have a voice, can a place have one too? I started listening more closely for voices I had previously closed my ears to. I listened at work, and the voice I heard sounded something like, 6 Flags, the hour for closing has now arrived, and we have to say goodnight. I hate that job so much. But I also listened at school, and the voices I heard were our own. I heard Will Chalfont asking me what song I'm listening to. I heard Riley Van Son shouting, "Pack the song." Coach K, I also heard your dress code announcements. We get it. Trust me. But, oh, yeah. And of course, as we're all gonna hear in a little bit, I heard the alma mater. I realized that just like the car, Williston does have a voice. And because of us, that voice sounds passionate and joyous. Now it's our job to keep it that way. And how can we do that? Let your voice be heard. Present something at assembly, participate in Why Not Speak Day, even just hang around the quad and meet new people. I know it can be intimidating, but remember, your voice will never stand alone here. And as you'll see in a few minutes when we sing the alma mater, we can really make something beautiful when our voices come together. So, as we go into the new year, I urge you to think about what voice you want this school to carry. Then, be that voice, because it starts with you. Thank you.